We are always
I
recording.
mean, we good?
We are
It was doing something crazy, that's why I asked.
super good. Okay, now, magical number again, 445238989. Y'all know right here in the Ridin Durty Radio, we always bring y'all the brand new, the hottest talent that you might not have heard of, but need to know about.
Right.
Because a lot of people have graced these chairs and went on to sell millions and millions and millions. And
Most stuff.
And we do this because we love it. And we do this because we like exposing the city to what's next. Now, with that being said, I have a gentleman that I have heard from for a while. Because I used to hear him eating up cats like Pac-Man on the other end of the dial.
Vic has become like he watches battle rap probably every night until he falls asleep.
I watch it too.
Wow,
yes.
That's love, man.
So with that being said, I have who I consider, I'm not saying this because you're here, this is not gas, this is how I really feel. I feel like one of the dopest cats when it comes to spitting that flame and eating cats up, a man Diligent in the building.
And with the blackest beard.
Yeah, what's happening? What's happening?
Not to mention, he has the darkest beard next to Raheem the Dream.
Raheem's got to look gray in his now.
Raheem, you know. So, Diligent, my first question is got to be, where did you get that dark ass beard?
Hey, shout out to #1 Barbershop, you know, Headland and Delow, you know, where Outkast was discovered. You go #1 Barbershop, holler at my homeboy Will, you know what I'm saying? So that's where it come from, my man Will, #1 Barbershop.
Speaking of Headland Delow, for everybody in the city of the A, if you want to know about Atlanta hip hop, go to YouTube or just Google Headland and Delow.
Right.
There's actually a audio documentary called Headland and Delow, and it's about the history of hip hop. I don't even know if did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
You know what? I heard that. I've never listened to it, but I definitely heard that.
Okay.
I can't remember the person who put it together, but there's an audio documentary about Atlanta hip hop, and it's titled Headland and Delow.
No doubt.
So
No
if I
doubt.
get an opportunity, please do the research. Now, Mr. Diligent, where are you from?
Man, from Southwest Atlanta, man. You know what I'm saying? Born and raised, man. Southwest Atlanta, too strong, man. SWATs.
How long you been doing it, man?
Man, I've been doing this, man, a long time, man. Actually, I've been battling for 11 years.
Have you really?
Yeah. I've been battling for 11 years and been rapping ever since, like, for 14, so.
So
Wow.
what, first and foremost, what made you, because we're going to get to the music and the other things, we're going to get to the company, but I got to ask, what made you start battling?
Wow. Actually, what made me start battling is, when I was younger, me and my brother would battle each other.
Okay.
And man, it's ironic. My brother's a pastor now. Shout out to Pastor Brian Young. But we used
Hold on, do he battle in the pulpit?
No, he battles and take, you know, he battled for the lives of the you know, the saints and everybody.
That'd be dope,
you know.
though.
They'll be like, Satan, when I roll up, I'm going to hit you with this Bible. And
But you know what? If there was a preacher, a bishop, or whatever that did that, there's probably a lot more of younger cats that would come.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
That's true.
anytime you do something that caters to the youth,
Right.
then you get more youth into the church.
Yeah, draw them in. Yeah. Most
Okay.
definitely.
So, you and him used to battle each other?
Yeah, he and I used to battle in my basement, you know what I'm saying, over different instrumentals. And
Who used to win?
me most of the time. But yeah, that's where it started though. You know, he and I started battling, and then I heard about 107.9. I don't want to jump the gun.
No, you cool. No,
okay.
no. You do your thing.
All right.
You hit. We got an hour.
Oh, okay, all right. And then Coco brother, you know, Corey Condry, who's yeah, Coco.
My voice is messed up.
Shout out Coco,
That was
brother.
real cute, man.
Well, when Coco was on Hot 107.9, he had a Freestyle Friday segment, and I heard about it, and I went down there and you know, banged it out 10 weeks, you know, retired, you know what I'm saying? So that's when it really, you know, jumped out for me when I did 107.9, and that was back in 02. So.
Do you remember? And that lets you know how long I've been following the name Diligent, because I remember like you was murking cats.
Yeah.
Like you was really. Do you remember in 02 who was like your stiffest competition at the time?
Yeah, shout out to my man, and actually we battled on 106 in part 2, my man Sonny, you know what I'm saying, from Rochester. Sonny was
Son NY.
Yeah, Son NY. He got signed to So Def after he retired from 106 in part. So he was my toughest competition, because a lot of people don't know he and I battled 3 times.
On 107.9.
On 107.9. We battled twice on 107.9 and once on 106 and Park. So
okay.
Yeah, he was my toughest competition.
So I didn't even So you actually battled on 106 and Park?
Yeah, that was in 05, and I'm proud to say that I was the first native person from Atlanta to grace the stage for 106 and Park. That was born and raised from Atlanta, so I'm very proud of that.
Yeah.
Man, big shouts out to that, man. And you battled Sonny?
Yeah, I battled Sonny, in his 7th week on 106 and Park.
Who won?
I think it was a tie. I think it was a tie. But if you ever see the footage, they gave it to him. I think I got the first round, and he got the second round. But, they always judge it. There's no third round, so they just judge it, based on the 2 rounds.
All right, I got to ask you this, because a lot of cats, like, the battle thing has kind of changed now.
Yes.
When it first started, I'm sure when you and your brother was in the basement, y'all was freestyling.
Right,
It's not freestyling anymore, is it? Or is it?
Well, in grind time, no, it's a written battle league. But what I do personally, when I'm in the battle ring, I do a mixture of both. Like, I have my written material, but I also do the freestyle too, so, yeah.
So I have a question. What do you think is your dopest line that just shuts it down, that'll just make them stand there with their mouth open and everybody just stop in their tracks?
Let me see. Let me think about that for a second.
That's a big ass watch.
You know what? I saw that a couple minutes ago. I was like, for the last however many weeks, everybody that has come in and sat at this table has had like the hugest watches.
Yeah.
So I think this is like the big watch phase right now.
Yeah.
And I don't want to know why I don't have one.
It's the everybody got more money than us phase.
I want to know right now which Ridin Durty listener is going to sponsor, lovely Miss Linda, a big A watch. But anyway.
To answer your question, I think one of the lines that come to mind, I told one guy, and I know we got to keep it clean, so I won't say the whole line, but basically I told him that his girl's stuff,
the JJ,
yeah, smells like fish tank gravel.
Ew!
Damn.
Do you remember when you said that too?
Yeah, Beezy. That was my tryout battle in Grind Town when I first got there in 09. So, what I'm saying? Shout out to Beezy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all can YouTube that, Diligent versus Beezy. Beezy. It's in the 3rd round. So.
How many battles have you had in Grind Town?
Wow. Actually, I have 3 that haven't dropped yet. So counting those, it'll be 15.
You had 15 Grind Time battles?
Yeah, 15 Grind Time.
Wow.
What's your record in Grind Time?
5-5 and 5 promos.
Okay.
Yeah.
So who's been your toughest competition in Grind? First of all, for y'all don't know, y'all go to YouTube and type in Grind Time Now. GrindTimenow. Grind Time Now.
Yeah.
It is a written battle league, and they have divisions. Actually, it's the largest battle league out here.
Yeah, in the world.
Yeah, they have they have divisions. They have a Georgia division, New York division, LA division.
Right.
Yeah.
It's huge.
And they also when they in Atlanta, they do it at the spot we do our things at.
Right.
With the White House.
Right.
Yeah, Diligent done walked past us about 30 times.
And never spoke.
I know you recognize a white girl. You don't
I used to have pink hair, so I know you recognize me then. I got rid of the pink hair and I had to get a real job.
I never, can I say this?
Yes, sir.
Why the battle rappers, y'all really be seeming upset?
Yeah, because you know what it is? It's boxing with words. You know what I'm saying? And now, like you said, battling has changed now. Now it's more like who can get exposed the most.
Right.
Yeah, and you got Facebook, you got Twitter, and they go get personal information. They'll go so far and talk about your kids, talk about your mama.
I've noticed that. They find out what kind of job you got,
what you do,
where you live, what you drive,
baby mama name, all that.
I have definitely noticed that.
Yeah.
They even know how tall you are to the inches. I mean,
you pull up your background check. That's
definitely.
happened. Yeah.
Have you battled anyone that you feel like clear cut beat you?
One person.
Who was that?
One person. I think, shout out to my man Godzilla. That was my first grind time battle, you know, for my record.
Right.
And I think Godzilla got that day. And he's my homeboy. He's from Murderetta. You know what I'm saying?
Murderetta.
Yeah, Murderetta.
You need to get Godzilla down here.
Yeah, I get him down here. That's my homeboy. They say we twins. They say we look just alike. So you know what I'm saying?
Didn't Godzilla? You know what's the funniest thing about grind time?
What's that?
Were you there tonight? Casper said
The N-word.
the N-word.
I was there. Shout out to Casper. That's my homeboy.
Have you battled Casper?
No, I haven't battled Casper. No, I haven't.
He is, to me, is just like hilarious.
Yeah, he is, and
I
he's a
don't
good
think-
guy.
I
Real
don't-
good guy.
He looks like my uncle. I'm for real.
He's your uncle.
Look, all of us white folks are not related. Just to set you straight. We ain't all inbred.
How the night he said that.
Yeah.
What was the vibe like in the room?
Wow. The night he said that, oh wow, he got a lot of reactions. Some not so good for the most part, but it's battle rap. You know what I'm saying? And he was in his moment, he was in his element, and you know, it just slipped. You know, I known Casper a long time. I know he's not that type of person. So, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying? He was just in his mode. He was trying to, you know, win his battle. Yeah.
So I have a question.
And he really didn't like his opponent that he was battling. Shout out to Supreme Court.
Just
so, you know what I'm saying?
on that same
Hold
subject.
on. I don't like Supreme Court. For real, no, seriously.
You don't like Supreme
I have a
Court?
personal problem with Supreme Court.
Is that the guy that dissed you?
Yes.
Oh, that's the one. Oh, okay. That's the one.
Yeah.
Okay. I heard about that.
Yeah,
Okay.
Supreme Court came off, like, seriously,
Yeah.
because we do a radio show.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, I think that we're not telling the truth.
Right.
Right.
So,
We do a showcase. We do
After.
an open mic showcase,
Mhm.
and it generally runs right behind grind time.
Sam always double
So
books.
he always double books. So
Mhm.
we're there waiting for you guys to finish
Mhm.
and come out so we can get started.
Right.
Well,
He has to do it for a CD.
first of all, unlike No One Knows, and if I'm putting Sid out there, my bad, but hey, truth be told, I tried to work something out with Sid
Mhm.
where we would help promote grind time.
Yep.
Okay.
Y'all will come
Co-promote.
in. Y'all will come in
Mhm.
the Thursday before the Saturday battle.
Right.
Y'all will do a promo battle on air,
Yep.
Mhm.
and we will talk about the event.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Anyway, yeah,
It never- it never came to
It never
Wow.
came to fruition.
That's crazy.
So I'm like, okay, whatever. I don't take it that personal.
Right.
So, but still doing radio, I'm always looking for that next hot record.
Yes, sir.
And Ridin' Durty to me is about the South, but more so the A. If you live in the A, if you're from New York, Africa, but if you live in the A and you're doing music, I want to support you. We want to support you. So I'm at grind time. All I see is rappers.
All right.
Mhm.
So I'm like, you know what? This dude was dope. I'm gonna ask him, do he have a CD?
Even though he lost.
And you know he lost. I think he was a little touchy feely, but it's not my fault. I didn't beat him.
Right.
So I'm like, hey, bro, do you have a CD? Hey, man, I got a real job.
Okay, no. He said, I got a corporate job.
Yeah.
That's what he said. I got a corporate job.
So,
And then looked at you like you had
yeah.
hit his lady.
So, then I done caught feelings.
Right. Yes, sir.
I done pulled my hat off to show my grade
Mhm.
because I don't want them thinking I'm a kid.
Right.
And I'm like, hold on, because it took me a second. I'm like, hold on, he big, but I got the same one they hit Biggie with.
Yeah, but you know, hey, Vic,
And
you know,
his shirt was too little that night, too.
yeah, I know. But hey, but Vic, you know he got a twin too, so you
Yeah.
know you be outnumbered 2-1. You know.
You know what?
Yeah.
You know what's so funny about that?
Yeah.
Is because that dude dissed him. Then the brother came out.
Shout out to Tyrone.
Right,
That's
the
my
brother
homie.
came out and he started to go in on the brother. I'm like, no, that's not him. That's not him.
Oh, I done caught feelings, so now the brother's finna catch it. And then, oh no, that ain't him.
He was like, hey. I was like, no, wrong guy. That's not him.
So,
Great.
Supreme Court needs
Because
to come
his
up
shirt
here.
actually fit. So anyway.
Supreme Court needs to come apologize. Because I done seen him lose too many times.
Oh, wow.
Hey, the footage don't lie. Footage don't
I
lie.
watch grind time.
Yeah, footage don't lie.
I've seen him lose more than I've seen. His record right now looks like Roy Jones' record.
Oh,
wow.
shots fired.
And you tell he can come battle rap, and I'm gonna come with these things.
I'll be sure to tell him. Shout out to Supreme Court.
Tell him he's been. I got a long debate list
Yeah.
of people I want to debate with.
You know what? Maybe
Supreme
we
Court
should.
is-
There are just people that You know how you always say if you put the cheese out, the rat will come?
Yeah.
We just need to start baiting traps.
Yeah.
But technically, I don't have a problem with him.
Yeah.
I just didn't understand. I really wanted music to play.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
And you know, he could have been more tactful. He could have been like, you know what, this is what I do. I don't have a CD.
Right.
Well, he could have been like, you know what, I'm a lazy bastard. I really ain't got no CD, and I really don't record for real.
I'm really a closet battle rapper, and don't tell my mom.
And I was trying to win this money to go to Marshalls and buy a bigger shirt.
Oh. Wow.
So. All right, Dylan, I'm sorry.
It's all good. It's all good.
So, what person you've battled in grind time that you know you just demolished? Like, don't you ever come back?
Beezy. I think Beezy and also Killer B, which was my battle after Beezy, or after Godzilla actually. That was my second official grind time battle, and y'all could see those on YouTube. Just Google, on YouTube.
Okay. Do you, being that the views on those raps, those battles are up in the thousands? Do you get recognized?
Oh yeah, I'll give you a quick story if I could, real quick. I'm with my dad and my kids, and we in Red Lobster on Camp Creek, right?
Right.
So we go in and we sit down. It's crowded in there. It's on a Monday. So we go in there around lunchtime, and the waiter comes up, and as soon as he come up, he said, "Hey, you diligent." I'm like, yeah, but you know what I'm saying? It was just a good look, because with this grind time, we know we get a lot of views, but we don't know who's watching. Like Vic, I didn't know you were watching.
Big fan.
Big, I appreciate it. I appreciate it. But that was a good look, and he and even more ironic than that, on a sad note, I lost my brother 3 weeks ago.
Wow.
Yeah, I lost my brother. Rest in peace, my brother. But at the funeral, a young lady came up and asked for an autograph.
Wow.
Yeah, after the funeral, and that was in Memphis. That wasn't even here.
Wow.
Yeah, so that was a good look. I mean, despite the circumstances, I mean, it was just.
Was that the first autograph you'd ever signed?
No, it wasn't.
No.
I mean, but you know what? But you know what though? That could have been, and that could have been that angel that took your mind off the moment.
Exactly.
Right.
Definitely.
Right.
So,
right.
So man, big shouts out to her.
Yeah, most definitely.
What do you think is better? Like, cause the younger generation now, the art of freestyling probably will soon diminish. What do you think? Do you think it's better to freestyle, to write? I mean, what are your feelings on both?
Well, I like the old way better, because the way I grew up is that, when you walked up on someone, you didn't know him, he didn't know you, and you put your best rounds against his best rounds, and you went 10, 12 rounds, probably 15 rounds,
right.
And that's what I want to get back to. I mean, the written league is cool, don't get me wrong. But now, again, you got like Facebook, and you got ways to know your opponent even before you battle them. You know what I'm saying? So it's different.
To me, that almost makes it unfair.
Yeah, it's a big adjustment.
And then when you know who you're going to battle, and X amount of weeks in who you're going to battle, so that gives you all this time to prepare.
Right. And
to stand in front of the mirror and get your stuff just right.
Right.
I think to me, it's just, I don't know, off the dome. I think it's much better.
Right.
I mean, and granted, it's not all going to be off the dome.
Right.
But still, it'd be funnier to me if you just walked in, you just seen Rodney,
right?
And then and you got to talk about him,
right?
You know what I mean? And you got to figure out what you were going to say, or whoever,
right?
You know what I'm saying? It would be, I don't know,
right?
I think it would make for more entertainment.
But you know what's funny?
What's that?
Because I used to do battles.
Oh, okay.
In Atlanta, I used to do a series called Microaggression, and it ran for about 2 years. Big shouts out to Steve Sanderson, and we done it over at Summer Reptile.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you remember Summer Reptile.
No, I don't.
But we done it, and on some of the 4 Eyes used to come battle there.
That's my homeboy. I just talked to 4 Eyes last week.
Senior Cows at the time was Kid Chaos. Issues was like my reigning champion.
I battled Issues.
But to show you how long ago. Mercury Storm, who at the time name was
I know Mercury, that's my homeboy.
I can't remember his name at the time, but a lot of people came from I don't want to call it a league, it was an event that we done monthly.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be honest, being a cat who at the time used to no, you gotta freestyle, being older, I don't wanna hear that. I don't wanna hear you the cat and the rat, and I might hit you with this bat and you might set
Right.
I actually like the written battle raps.
Yeah, and I agree, and that's the part of the written battle that I do like. It's more artistic,
Right.
and then you don't have more simplistic rhymes. You know, you get more multi-syllabics. You get, you know, and yeah, you're
Like,
right.
But even with the written ones, you still know who's more intelligent than the other one,
Right.
because you can definitely tell
Who
from
did their research.
Thank you, exactly,
Right.
and who puts their words together
Yeah,
the right way.
who prepared.
Exactly.
Yeah,
You can definitely tell who spends more time.
Right.
What's the deepest thing someone has brought out about you? And you say, oh, snap.
How do they know about that?
How do you know I stole them gloves at Kmart?
Let me think. Well, I don't want to really spoil it because it haven't dropped. It's supposed to drop tonight, but I had a battle with Uno Lavos. Shout out to Uno Lavos. He's from Philly, and he's getting a big buzz right now. He just finished doing a battle in Canada and got 30,000 views in 6 days. So shout out to Uno Lavos. But me and Uno battled, and in one of his rounds, he brought up my father's address.
Wow.
The house where I grew up in, that I no longer stay in, that my dad stay in to this day. He brought up that address, and I was like, whoa.
Does it take you off your game when you hear something like that?
It's like it's not a haymaker, it's kind of like a jab, but you just have to bounce back. You know, the best thing you try to do is try to do a rebuttal for it, to make your rhyme outshine his rhyme.
So then you got to freestyle real quick.
Yeah, real quick, yeah, so yeah.
Is there anybody you would like to battle?
Who I would like to battle? It's a couple of people. It was one guy I wanted to battle. It was my homeboy New Breed. New Breed is from Cincinnati. He's my homeboy. I think me and him would have made a classic. I think we would make a classic. But we so cool is outside the ring, and he just, you know, I battled his homeboy Freak Nasty, who that battle's gonna come out in the future as well. But I think me and New Breed, because our styles are similar, and you know he kind of reminds. He kind of reminds me of a Baby Diligent, not to take nothing away from him, but our styles are so similar, and I'm older than he is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So he kind of reminds me of myself when I was his age. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's like the old versus the new generation. I think it'd be a good battle.
Is it anyone that you're ducking?
No.
Is there anyone that you think that gets a lot of attention or gets a lot of hype that you think you could just tear out the frame?
You know what? It is one guy. It's one guy, and he's my homeboy, and that's my man Blackheart Adonis. And Blackheart is nice. He's nice in the battle, and you can Google him, YouTube him as well. He's nice, but I think I can get Blackheart on a good day, on any given day. I think I can get Blackheart.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it'll be like a 3-0. I think it'll be like 2-1.
Right.
It'll be an intense battle, but I think I can get him. You know what I'm saying?
All right, my grind time favorite. Because you are my grind time favorite, Georgia.
I appreciate that. Thank you for the love.
But my grind time favorite of the entire league is Disaster.
Shout out to Diz. That's my homeboy. Shout out to Diz.
Would you battle Disaster?
That look was priceless.
You know what? The only reason I would not battle Disaster because I just don't think our styles match up. You know how Disaster got that fast style, and you know, and if you seen Disaster, and if you ever see him on YouTube, he's very disrespectful in the battle. He's real disrespectful to the point that, you know, if you catch you on a bad day, you might want to hit him. You know,
see, that's what I don't understand is how you guys can go in so hard on each other and not want to swing on somebody. Because
You know,
there's
well,
some
you
things
You don't
that
get your check if you swing.
Yeah,
I'm just saying there's some things people say, I'm like, I'd be wanting to see about him.
Well, you know, with me, it's like I give you an example. Like my mother, you know, she's deceased. Rest in peace, my mom. And a lot of people when they come into the battle, they don't know that she's deceased.
Right.
And that's the hardest part,
Right.
you know, because it's like you know that your mom's deceased, but you know they don't know.
Right.
And it's just like you just gotta kind of swallow your pride and kind of bite your tongue a little bit and hold them fists back.
Right.
And just fight with words.